Welcome to the European Parliamentary Research Service podcasts.
European citizens have elected the 720 members that will sit in the European Parliament and shape EU politics over the next 5 years. So, if you're a new MEP and you're listening to us, welcome to the European Parliament. Here's what to expect next.
With the European elections now behind us, the process to kickstart the formation of the new European Parliament has begun. And a lot needs to happen between now and the official start of the new legislature on Tuesday, 16th of July in Strasbourg.
First of all, and after checking they do not hold incompatible functions, member states will need to communicate to the European Parliament the names of the newly elected members, 720 in total.
That is 15 more than in the last legislative term. As in December 2023, it was decided to add 15 seats to take into account the latest population changes since the redistribution of seats following Brexit. Then, negotiations for the constitution of political groups will begin, and may go on until the first plenary session.
In the European Parliament, members are seated according to political affiliation, not nationality. To form a political group, 23 MEPs are needed, coming from at least 1/4 of member states, so currently at least 7.
So what happens in the first plenary? Here's Michela Del Monte from the European Parliamentary Research Service, the internal think tank of the European Parliament.
This is a key moment because the Parliament will have to elect its President, Vice President, 14 Vice President and Quaestor. And this is important because not any other business can be dealt with before the Parliament elects its own President.
So how is the new President elected?
The President is usually elected based on nominations proposed by political groups with nominees' consent, but may also be nominated by a certain number of MEPs. The procedure is chaired by the outgoing President, in this case Roberta Metsola, or by one of the outgoing Vice Presidents, or the longest-serving MEP. The vote is by secret ballot.
Similar to the role of a speaker in a national parliament, the President chairs debates and oversees all the activities of the institution, making sure the rules of procedure are applied. The President represents the Parliament in all legal matters and its international relations. It signs the EU budget and all new laws adopted by co-decision with the Council, among other duties.
During the first plenary session, MEPs will also have to decide on the composition of the parliamentary committees. So how does that work? Here's Michela Del Monte.
As far as the composition is concerned, it's written in our rule that the committee must reflect or mirror as much as possible the composition of the Parliament. Then, during the first constitutive meeting of the plenary in Strasbourg, the members of Parliament will decide on the size of the committees. And then the following week, all committees will meet and will elect what is called the bureau of the committee, which is the chair and the vice chair.
It's important to add that the committee bureau should reflect the diversity of Parliament and be gender balanced.
That's right. Now, once the new Parliament and all its structures are set up, the next big thing on the agenda will be the approval of the new Commission President and the hearings for Commissioners designate. But that is the topic of another EPRS podcast, so stay tuned for more information on the EPRS website or in our app.
This is a European Parliamentary Research Service podcast.
Thanks for listening.